In this video, we're going to talk about what we think went well in terms of the whole filming process, planning and editing.
So the equipment in our music video, whilst we was filming, it was like we had everything like planned out and sorted that we was going to use and we was going to take to the shoots. So we had the good camera, so we made sure we had a professional camera, so when the footage came out it was good quality and we didn't have to like change it. So where it's good quality, even if it was a bit like not steady, we could easily steady it out on the editing software. A tripod, so it made it a lot steadier whilst we was taking some side shots, the movement shots of the locations, and when we was taking the shots of us singing against the graffiti wall, that was quite well to use the tripod, because otherwise it would have been really unsteady and it probably would have been quite hard to steady using editing software. So we thought quite well ahead of what we was going to do. On the beach we used the tripod as well, so that was quite well as getting some where it was really uneven on the sand. So when we was using the tripod it made it a lot easier, especially when it was really windy, like in Southend, so it was easier to film and get the footage that we needed to.
One of the things that went well is our costumes and the locations that we used, because the things that we were wearing were quite casual and like fit with the genre, because our genre isn't really like wearing fashionable clothes that are like popular at the time. It's more like being an individual. So I think we did that quite well. And with the locations, I think that everywhere we went was really interesting and there was fun things to do, which was what our video was based around. So I think they all allowed us to illustrate that.
I think as well, when we was looking up the Paramore, all of their music videos, and when we was looking up on Hayley Williams, the girl in it, when we was looking up her outfits and stuff that she would usually wear, like we tried to match the our outfits to her outfits, so it like went quite well and I think turned out quite well.
Yeah. Something that went well is that we shot quite a lot in those two locations, Southend and London. So and they were all quite good clips that we could use. So we didn't really have the need to go back and reshoot. The only reshoots that we had to do was in school. So I think we did that quite well, and it saved us time and allowed us to edit and have the final product quicker.
I think we thought about the fact that we was going to take as many clips and as much footage as we could on the days that we was out, so we didn't have to go back. It would have cost quite a lot of money for us all to go back to London and reshoot stuff, so we sort of thought about that, whereas being at school on the first day we hadn't really thought about it and we didn't really organise ourselves to be ready for like taking it that day. So going back was quite easy, so we just knew exactly what we was going to do, so we just had like an hour after school and just done it like all in one go.
Yeah, I think we also planned it quite well between all of us, and we all knew what equipment we each had to bring, and I think we like in terms of having enough battery for the camera, and I think we had really good communication, which helped whilst filming, because we only had one person who filmed the majority of it, and it was more controlled than if we had like a few people doing it. It would have got a bit hectic, but I think we managed it quite well between us, like who was good at doing what.
So when it came to editing all of our footage, we had quite a lot of long clips where we took them and like we was just playing it throughout. So we had to like shorten them down and find the bits that we needed throughout the clips, where we had to repeat ourselves to get the lip syncing right. So that went quite well. But when we was editing, where we had to short it down, we also had to speed it up as well, so it went with the music and the genre of it, where it's quite fast. We didn't want to have it really slow because it would have made it more boring. It would have made it quite flat to watch. Wouldn't have really made it that interesting. And the fact that we all like were friends and stuff, so we like relied on each other. Like we didn't have to be worried about us not turning up or
Oh yeah.
the way that how we was friends and everything. We're like a friend group at sixth form. So when it came to actually filming, we were actually relying on each other. We knew that we'd turn up and we knew that we'd like be there on time. Whereas like if we wasn't friends and we didn't really talk to each other that much, we wouldn't have been really relied on each other. That we probably would have been worried about us not turning up, and somebody probably wouldn't have turned up, and then we'd had to do it another day, and then like everything would have been like mucked about. Whereas like with friends at the same time, going out is like we wouldn't really be going out anywhere else if we had other friends. So
Yeah.
it sort of planned out quite well.
We only filmed on one device. It made us easier to access the video anytime that we needed to and edit little bits and show people.
Yeah, the way we was in like the same classes really, and we had the same sort of roughly the same timetable and the same freeze. Like it was easier to like get together.
Yeah. Right, that might be it.
Yeah.